Speaking of acceptance criteria, who should write acceptance criteria? Whose responsibility is writing the acceptance criteria? This is a much debated topic in my team and organization, but this is what works for us as a team and as for myself as a PO. When I'm writing a user story, I do have an idea on what the expected outcome is, and if it is a mandatory field and the user input fails the validations, then I do know that what the error message should display. So at the bare minimum, when I take the user story to my team, so I do have a few lines thrown in there. So for example, if they enter the mandatory field, the submit button should be enabled. If they have not entered all the mandatory fields, then please enable the submit button, something like this. And then in the refinement session, we have an extensive discussion on this, and with the help of my team's inputs during the refinement session, I am actually crafting the acceptance criteria, because at the end of the day, that is the understanding that will help us define whether the user story meets the definition of done or whether it has failed. At that point of time, we have our developers, we have our testers, and while presenting the user story, we make it a point as a collaborative effort to define the acceptance criteria from the get-go. Having a clear acceptance criteria has helped save a lot of discussions and conflicts when things do not go as planned. To summarize, it is the responsibility of the Scrum team. So it's a collective effort of the product owner, developer, and the tester to come up with the acceptance criteria. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy these conversations, then please tag along by hitting the bell icon and subscribing to our channel.